Hello friends, good morning. Match number 56 of this IPL 2024 in Delhi last night. It was a face-off between the two World Cup bound wicket-keeping batsmen, Rishabh Pant of Delhi Capitals and Sanju Samson of Rajasthan Royals, the respective team captains too. Also, it was a matchup between the two wrist spinners who are selected for the World Cup, left-arm wrist spinner Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra, the right-arm leg spinner. It was also one between one who did not make it to the World Cup, the off-spinning experienced bowler Ravichandran Ashwin, and one who has made it to the World Cup, left-arm spinner Axar Patel. As it turned out, Rajasthan Royals captain Sanju Samson scored 86 runs in a losing cause. Rishabh Pant scored 15 runs and was out. Kuldeep Yadav was named man of the match for his 2 wickets, including that of IPL debutant Donovan Ferreira of South Africa. Yuzvendra took 1 wicket to become the first Indian to take 350 wickets in T20 matches. Ashwin was outstanding among the bowlers, 3 wickets, whereas Axar Patel finished with 1 wicket. Rajasthan Royals came close to winning and maintaining their top 2 status to only fall short by 20 runs. Sanju Samson went against the odds, choosing to chase on a typical Delhi pitch on which teams batting first in the previous 3 matches have successfully defended the totals. That included 266, 224 and 257. The teams that batted first and posted these totals. Sanju Samson believed in his team's abilities to chase whatever was posted by Delhi Capitals, and he led from the front, almost taking his team through. After his bowlers, led by Ravichandran Ashwin, stemmed the run flow of Delhi Capitals in the middle overs to restrict them to 221 for 8. He picked up 3 wickets, including the first ball that Jake Fraser McGurk faced him, and his opposite number, Axar Patel, also fell to Ashwin, and later the left-handed Delhi Capitals' promising opening batsman Abhishek Porel. He finished with 3 for 24 just when the other bowlers went in excess of 10 and over. Sanju Samson led RR chase in an emphatic fashion to score 86 and was out. Samson continued his fine run-scoring form this season to notch up his 5th half-century, eventually falling for 86 that was scored of only 46 deliveries. His dismissal was an eventful one, as West Indian Shai Hope caught him at the boundary line just millimeters inside, ensuring that he did not even feather touch the boundary rope. And even though the RR camp was not convinced, the third umpire Michael Gow of England had no evidence that the boundary line cushions were disturbed by Shai Hope's foot. Hope did well to balance himself after holding the catch. There may be debates and discussions about the catch, and Sanju Samson's fans in particular may feel hard done by. But from what was available, that is the angles that were available, I personally thought the third umpire got it right. When Samson was out, Rajasthan Royals needed 60 runs to win of 28 deliveries. It was not an impossible task, considering that the pitch was still good for batting, and barring Roman Powell and to some extent Shubham Dubey, the left-hander from Vidarbha, playing in only his 3rd IPL match, the rest could not keep up with the flow. Samson shared 59 for the 4th wicket with Shubham Dubey before the 2 fell in the space of 6 deliveries. Samson first, followed by Dubey. Dubey in his 12 ball 25, hit some clean boundaries, 2 fours and 2 sixes. Until then, RR were cruising, more or less keeping up with the required run rate of 11.10 runs an over. That was what was at the start of the run chase. The final hope rested on West Indian T20 captain Roman Powell, who tried his best but was bold in attempting to play a big shot in the last over by Mukesh Kumar, at the start of which 19 were needed. But once Powell was out, the match was lost for RR. RR may have crossed the line had they been given the start that one expects from the left-right combination of Yashasvi Jaiswal and Jos Buttler. Jaiswal continued his indifferent form this IPL, falling for a second ball 4. Take away his scores of 104 and 67 from 2 of his previous 4 innings, and he averages a poor 16.55 in the remaining 9 innings of this IPL. It is important for himself and for Team India that Jaiswal hit some form in the remaining matches going into the World Cup. Samson was brilliant. Samson on song is a delight to watch. With just sheer timing, one can just watch him on and on. He clears the boundary with ease. It is hoped that he continues this form into the World Cup whenever he gets the opportunity to play. Jos Buttler, slow to start with, was lucky when he was dropped by Tristan Stubbs, but could not ride on the luck, inside edging a tossed up delivery from Axar Patel to be bowled for 19, ending the highest partnership of the RR innings, which was 63 for the second wicket with Samson. Samson shot 35 for the third with Rian Parag, who fell for 27, and Dubey. Dubey also showed that he could hit long like the other popular and more established Dubey of Chennai Super Kings. If I heard it right, Samson at the toss said Shivam Dubey instead of Shubham Dubey as one of the players in the 11, coming in after Shimron Hetmeyer and Dhruv Jurel missed out because of niggles. If only Hetmeyer was available. It's all if only and if only. He has been a brilliant finisher, isn't he? Earlier, Delhi Capitals, who awarded a maiden IPL cap to Afghanistan's former captain Gulbuddin Naib, who came in as a replacement in this tournament for the injured Mitchell Marsh. Delhi Capitals were given a bright start, as one would expect from the dynamic Australian opening batsman Jake Fraser-McGurk and the impressive Abhishek Porel. After suffering a deadly blow hit below the belt on the box in the first over from Trent Boult, McGurk recovered well to score 50 of only 20 deliveries, his 4th half-century in 7 innings in his maiden IPL season. It is surprising to see that Jake Fraser-McGurk does not make it to the Australian squad for the upcoming T20 World Cup. Australian selectors don't just go by the performances in the IPL and see the overall performances, including those who have been around for some time and especially in the recent past, and who could be best suited for the West Indian conditions. The door is still not closed for McGurk, however, as he could get in as a replacement for any injured player, if at all. Fraser, McGurk and Abhishek Porel shared 60 in just 4.2 overs, the Australians' contribution being 50 with 7 fours and 3 sixes, accounting for 46 runs of those 50 or 92% of his total runs, and they came in only 10 deliveries. That is the scoring shots. Jake Fraser-McGurk shook off the early blow by smashing Boult for 2 fours and a 6 in his second over, and in the 4th, bowled by Avesh Khan, he plundered the World Cup reserve bowler for 28 runs, the sequence being first 3 balls each fours, and then the next 3 balls had 2 sixes in it. Such poor bowling regularly by Avesh Khan often makes me wonder how he is still in the scheme of things in the national selection. Of course, he has been quick and picking up wickets in the death overs, but he has been largely inconsistent. I feel he has no control over the ball and leaks runs often. I hold the same opinion for the left-armer, another reserve bowler in the World Cup, Khaleel Ahmed of Delhi Capitals. Jake Fraser-McGurk usually gets his runs in the V, but with such power, he generates the ball, flies for boundaries of the thick edges. He has been so dismissive of the bowlers that in the power play in this IPL, he has a strike rate of 255, smashing 29 fours in all and 19 sixes to tally 245 runs in only 96 deliveries. These are the power play scores that I am talking about. All the more surprising that he is not in the World Cup squad. It also speaks of the quality of Australian openers they have. David Warner, Travis Head, and also Mitchell Marsh and Matthew Wade if they have to open, and they have done in the past. The introduction of Ashwin in the power play saw Jake Fraser-McGurk dismissed the first ball that he faced, hitting a full toss to the cover fielder, IPL debutant, the South African Donovan Ferreira. This was the third instance of Jake Fraser-McGurk reaching 50 in less than 20 deliveries, getting there in 15 balls in 2 instances against Sunrisers and Royal Challengers Bengaluru. Yesterday he got there in 19 deliveries. His dismissal saw a series of wickets fall, especially to Ashwin, as RR controlled the flow of runs. Shai Hope was run out backing too far and off the finger of the bowler Sandeep Sharma at the non-striker's end. Axar, Patel and Rishabh Pant came and went in a breeze for 15 runs each, the former falling to Ashwin and the latter to Yuzvendra, who took his 350th wicket in T20s, like I mentioned, the first Indian bowler to do so in this format. The late order flourish by the consistent Tristan Stubbs, who made 41 in 20 balls with 3 fours and 3 sixes, took DC to a par score. Abhishek Porel held the middle overs tight and played some wonderful shots to reach his maiden IPL 50. Eventually, he fell for 65 with the same number of fours and the same number of sixes as his opening partner, Jake Fraser-McGurk, 7 fours and 3 sixes. Porel was silenced by Ashwin, but took his chances against the leg spinner Chahal and picked him for some fours and sixes of loose deliveries, often stepping out to negate the turn or pulling the short deliveries. Later on, he took on Avesh Khan, who was bowling either full tosses or short balls. In the final 5 overs, one of them was hit for 21 runs of Yuzvendra Chahal in the 18th over by Stubbs and Gulbuddin Nayi, whereas Sandeep Sharma conceded 20 runs in the last over as DC hit 65 in the last 5 overs and 53 in the last 3 overs. This big hitting after RR controlled the middle overs by Delhi Capitals made the difference in the end result. The result took Delhi Capitals to 1 place above to 5th position, pushing Lucknow Super Giants to 6th, making a 4-team jam-packed middle section in the points table with 12 points each, along with CSK, LSG and SRH. RR, despite the loss, their 3rd in 11 matches, stay 2nd position with 16 points. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a nice day. Bye-bye.